All right, we're getting innovative here with the little homemade motorcycle jack to hold my front end up. I'm going to be putting on this tire right here. This is going to be a 50/50 tire. That's probably one of the better ones in the market that I've seen. I already got the rear on, and I'm currently working on this right now, pulling the old tire off. You can see all the rust around the rim there. These tires were hard, and they're heavy, and they're slippery, so it's not safe to ride on tires like that. I'm excited to get these things on because I could take this bike anywhere. I want to get this right on the tire so you can see how I'm doing this little by little by little, taking this thing off. You know, I'm using these because I do not want to mar and ruin, ruin my rim or gouge my rim in any way. So we're going little by little on this. Let's see if I can get this one out. I don't think I need that one anymore. And what's great about these is you can I think it's already out. Cool. There we go. Now this whole area here has to be taken out. I got new strips. See how these dry rot? They get all nasty, and these prevent the inner tube from getting in here at any of this metal. So I'm gonna have to clean this, and I'm gonna do that right now while I got this thing out. In fact, I'm gonna use this to hold. Look at that. That's how you do things. Nothing gets past these old school goggles. All right, got most of it out of there. And pretty much that's all you want to do is just generally clean it up. I saw a couple people spraying clear coat in here. I guess you could do that if you want. Personally, I don't think it's necessary. All right. It is time for the tire. All right, first things first, we're gonna put in our new strip. Find where the hole matches up. Mine's right here, so let's do this. Basically pinched it together right in the right spot so that it just laid in this little valley without moving out of the hole. You're riding right down the valley here, all the way to the main hole. All right, let's get the tire. I already pre-soaked the tire a little bit. And it doesn't have a direction on it because these tires are 50-50 tires. On road, off road. In fact, now that I got that started, all I have to do is drop this in here a little bit. Get this thing going. And then I'm going to show you how to do the inner tube. Now some people might want to use the guards. I use the guards to take it off, but to put it on, I'm not really gouging anything. These things are pretty straightforward. Alright, so I got the tire on right now. I'll loosen it up a little bit. There's a brand new inner tube. I'm going to show you guys how to do this step by step. I don't think I need the goggles on anymore. Even though, you know what's crazy? It was brighter with these things on. Alright, so what I'm going to do with this is, I'm going to fill it up a little bit. Just a little bit. Just enough to work it in here. If I don't, it's going to be very, very difficult. I'm going to show you the reasons why we do this. Okay? Just enough to kind of get it going. In fact, make this kind of quick. Okay. It's about right. Alright. Then you want to undo the one bolt here. There's two bolts. You leave the one bolt on, you undo this one because this is the one going to be the one that caps off at the very end. What I do is this. I set this right next to the hole and I start working it in, okay? Now in order for me to do that, I'm gonna have to flip this over now that I got that matched up over there. All right? You see how that can dip down there like that? Match it up. And then basically it's just stuffing the tire in the space. I'm working it all the way up to there, okay? If you need to lessen some of the air that's in the tires, you can do that. Alright, mine's now perfectly matched up. This is kind of a pain in the neck. And with the bigger tire in the back, it was even harder. And these old vintage tires are no fun to do this. So, what I'll probably do is take the air out. Take the whole valve stem off. And then I can kind of manipulate this thing how I want. All right, now I want to work this thing in here and hopefully I won't have too much resistance with this. All I gotta do is guide that in there and let's see if I can get it. Okay. All right. Looks like I got it. Looks like I got it, but do I have it? That is the question. I can hear it wheezing in there. You hear that? All right. And when you do have it, you know, cap it off with one of the bolts just to get it in, keep it in the space, because we're going to shift it in a second. Okay. Now, still lined up on the dot perfectly. Okay. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to feed it in here first and see if I can keep it in there, because this is the hardest one to do. Okay. My biggest fear is always rubbing the inner tube, because once you do that, it's done. You gotta take it all off again and start all over from scratch. Once that happens. So, try like hell not to hit the inner tube. I'm gonna try to squirt that in there. Okay, what I did earlier, I needed assistance, an extra hand. Good job. All right. So far, I'm getting all on by myself. The more you can do like this, the better. Because you don't want to use the tool if you don't have to, you know? All right, that's done. Now we're getting to the part where we're going to need the tools indefinitely. See, as it gets tighter, it gets harder to kind of work this in there. Okay, this is when it gets really hard, right here. I have to go on an angle. Okay. There we go. It's in. Now we can tighten this down a little bit more and pray that there's no leak. A lot of times, I mean, these are rounded off, but a lot of times, I mean, they're still steel, and if they get pressed between the two, that's it. That is it. You won't recover from that. You have to redo the whole thing. So, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this stem back in, put some air in it, and see if it holds air. If it holds air, we're good, and we can put it on the front. If not, I have a little bit of a problem here. But let's hope for the best. I don't think I gouged it. I did on the rear tire. I know I did when I did it too. I knew that I did it. And the reason why I'm doing this is just because I'm going to do a quick test. I don't need to be full. Okay. Sounds good to me. Now I'm going to tighten down the bolt right here. The front bolt, and I think we're good.